Vehicles today are safer than ever before. A big reason why is the valuable information we've gathered from crash test dummies. Based upon their design, each can tell us something significant about what happens in a crash test. But what's important to remember is that dummies are instruments that help us design safer vehicles for everyone, regardless of shape, size, age, or sex. To learn a little more about why dummies are so important in crash testing, Linda and Griff have a few questions for me.
Can you talk a little bit about some of the most important vehicle safety features, in your opinion, that have resulted from crash test dummy research? So if it wasn't for these dummies, because of these guys, what do you think are some of the most significant vehicle safety features?
What the dummies are really good at is helping the automakers design restraint systems that are optimized for occupant protection. So when we talk about a restraint system, we're talking not just about a seatbelt or an airbag. We're talking about the combination of the vehicle seat, the seatbelt, the airbags. All of that works together. The dummies have also helped us with general energy management in a crash. And so when we think about the good old days in big, heavy cars, one of the things that those vehicles are missing is the crumple zone. And in modern vehicles, when vehicles get in a crash, you see they're all, crumpled up, and that is by design. That those crumple zones in the front of the vehicle help manage the energy of the crash so that the occupant doesn't have to. So that's been a huge improvement in occupant protection through crash test programs.
So can we talk a little bit about how you decide which dummies and which cars to test?
If you think about what happens in the real world, people's cars get hit on all sides, including the bottom and the top. You can have an impact with the front of your vehicle, the side of your vehicle, the rear of your vehicle, or a rollover the top of your vehicle. We have test programs that look at all of those different crashes. Of course, we pick the crash test dummy that is appropriate for the crash mode that we're testing. So frontal dummies for frontal tests, side for side tests, and rear dummies for rear tests. And you can't mix them, or we'll get the wrong answers and probably even break them.
Wow.
So in our original frontal crash test program, the moderate overlap test, we just had that one driver in the driver's seat, and it was the mid-size male. So we went back to the real world data, and we found that we were doing a really good job protecting those occupants in the front seat, the driver in that front seat, but the rear seat hasn't kept up. And so we are introducing a new crash test that has a rear-seated dummy. And that dummy, we're introducing the small female back there. And so we picked the small female because she best represents the range of occupant sizes that we typically see back there. She is about 5 feet tall, about 110 pounds, but she also is about the size of an average 12 or 13-year-old. So in that test, we'll have a mid-sized male in the front seat and a small female in the rear seat. But generally, we pick the crash test dummy that we think is going to drive the improvements that will benefit the broadest range of people.
So you want the biggest bang for your buck because it's such an expensive consuming test.
Exactly. And so when we run a crash test, it's just one crash with 1 or 2 dummies in it, but that crash needs to represent a range of crashes, and those dummies need to represent the variability in the population. So we try to do the best we can to use the dummy that we think will drive the countermeasures that will best protect the broadest range of occupants.